Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So the Memphis Grizzlies had a pretty interesting off-season here. As we all know, John Morant is suspended for the first 30 games, so they went ahead and traded for veteran point guard Marcus Smart. They had to trade Tyus Jones for him, but yeah, I feel like it was a pretty good trade here. They get a proven point guard, and with Marcus Smart, he can come off the bench, he can start whatever they want him to do. They also went ahead and signed Derrick Rose for a nice backup point guard when John Morant is suspended. They traded for Josh Christopher. I think it was a part of the Dylan Brooks sign trade, I believe so. And then yeah, it's most likely that's literally all they did. So they didn't do much this offseason, but it was a pretty interesting offseason. So with John Morant suspended, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move Desmond Bane to the 3 probably, so he'll play the starting small forward. He goes up to an 86. So they also went ahead and extended Desmond Bane, talking about him. So your rotation is Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, Steven Adams, Xavier Tillman, Brandon Clark, Santi Aldama, Derrick Rose, and Josh Christopher. Trust me, I have no idea how the starting lineup is going to look like. I don't know if they're actually going to play Bane at the 3. I don't know if they're actually going to go ahead and even start Marcus Smart. Maybe they won't. I don't know. I don't have no idea how this is going to look like. But I suppose when John Morant is back, they're going to they're going to start him probably, and then play Marcus Smart at the 2, something like that. I'll have to figure it out. But I'll see you guys when John Morant is done suspended, so I can show you guys the lineup that I'm probably going to do. Alright, so John Morant will be fully healthy coming up to this game here versus Oklahoma City Thunder. So it's time to go ahead and update the rotation. So 2K wants to run a rotation of John Morant, Luke Kennard, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, and Steven Adams, which is very interesting here. But I'm going to go ahead and play Marcus Smart in the lineup for more defense. We have Derrick Rose as a backup, which isn't the best backup, but it'll do for now. I'm playing Marcus Smart in the starting lineup. That's what I'm doing. And that's the rumored starting lineup, I'm pretty sure, here. With John Morant, I know it's kind of undersized, but it should be fine. The defense should make up for it. It's a really good defensive lineup with Smart and Jaren Jackson, as well as Steven Adams. He can be a pretty good defender sometimes. He already is, but yeah, it's a pretty scary defensive lineup here. So your new rotation is John Morant, Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, Steven Adams, Luke Kennard, Brandon Clark, Xavier Tillman, Derrick Rose, and Santi Aldama. Honestly, I absolutely love this rotation, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. By the way, since John Morant is suspended, Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bane have been absolutely killing it here. Desmond Bane's averaging 25 points per game, shooting around 43% from 3. Jaren Jackson is averaging almost 25 points per game, so yeah, they're both absolutely killing it here. They're carrying the team like crazy. With John Morant back, that should give even more firepower, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So at the end of the season, we were the #1 seed in the West this year. So heading into the player stats, we got about 28 from John Morant, 23 from Desmond Bane, we got 20 from Jaren Jackson, we got 11 from Marcus Smart, we got 9 from Kennard, we got 8 from Derrick Rose, 7 from Brandon Clark, 7 from Steven Adams, 7 from John Kachar, 6 from Santi Aldama, 6 from Josh Christopher, 5 from Xavier Tillman. So yeah, all around it was a really good scoring effort, but we got Dallas in the first round. So Luka, Kyrie, Josh Green, Grant Williams, Dwight Powell, we all know it. But against the Dallas Mavericks here, Marcus Smart sprained his knee, but he should be back, and he's back, and we're going to go and beat them at 5. Play the Clippers in the second round, so Wes Brody, they got Paul George, Kawhi, Robert Covington, Vincent Zubac, Norman Powell, Mason Plumlee, Kenyon Martin, Bones Highland, Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, Brandon Boston, and Amir Coffey. So against the Clippers, we are going to go ahead and, John Morant's sore left hand, John Morant's fully healed, we're going to beat them at 6. We got Oklahoma City. Yeah, OKC, SGA, Giddey, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Mick Isaiah Joe, Poku, Kendrick Williams, Jalen Williams, Trey Mann, Victor Oladipo, Aaron Wiggins, and Casey Wallace. So against the Oklahoma City Thunder, we're going to beat them in 6. So go ahead. Advance the NBA Finals to play the Philadelphia 76ers, man. James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre as their starting 3. Somebody must be hurt. Oh, no, they're playing Tobias Harris off the bench. I don't know how I feel about that. They got PJ Tucker, Joel Embiid, Anthony Melton, Mo Bamba, Paul Reed, Pat Bev, Montrezl Harrell. I don't know if I like having Tobias Harris and starting Kelly Oubre at the 3 for them. I mean, he is a pretty good defender. Let's just see what happens, man. Enough of me talking. All right, game 1. We're going to take game 2, game 3, 2-1 lead for them, 3-1 lead for them, and we are going to lose in 5. Dang it, bro. Why are the 76ers so good in 2K, man? To be honest, like, Harden shouldn't even be here. It's just so annoying, man. The Sixers really should not be this good, man. I guess 2K thinks it's going to go and win the championship. So, Kyle Lowry, we got Al Horford retiring, DeAndre Jordan, Jeff Green, Eric Gordon, Danny Green, Patrick Mills, Taj Gibson, George Hill. So, all these guys retiring. PJ Tucker retired as well. I'm pretty sure any of our players didn't retire, right? No, none of our players retired. All right. Heading to the draft lottery here. I don't know what pick we have in the draft, or even if we have a pick in the draft. Let me go ahead and check what pick we have, and we have pick 29. So we can go ahead and add another young rookie to this team to pair with the core. Or do you want to go ahead and make a trade? I think the better option is to go ahead and just draft here. So I'm going to go ahead, hop into the draft here and see what's available. So hopping into the draft, pick 28, I believe so. Yeah, so we got Adam Bona. Let's go ahead and take Adam Bona here, nice center, and then I'll conclude my draft. So I'll go ahead and sign you. Then team and player options, Luke Kennard. I'm going to decline that almost $15 million player option. David Roddy and Jake LaRavia, I will accept those, so qualifying offers. We got Vince Williams Jr. and Jacob. I'm going to actually just, I'm actually just going to not extend these. Then heading into free agency, we have the bird rights to Xavier Tillman, so he's the only free agent we really have to worry about here, or if we even need to worry about. So our team right now, we got John Ram, Derrick Rose, Marcus Smart, Josh Christopher, Desmond Bain, David Arati. We got Jaren Jackson, Santi Aldama, Jake LaRavia, Steven Adams, Brandon Clark, and Adam Bona. To be honest, I feel like we have a pretty good rotation, but I don't really like our bench that much for us to go ahead and go to the next season. So I think we go ahead and make a trade using these salaries to go ahead and maybe get just a decent bench piece. Either a new backup point guard, because we move Marcus Smart to the 2, which I feel like that's still really good. Either a backup shooting guard. I mean, I kind of want to rely on Josh Christopher this year, to be honest with you. So backup shooting guard, not. So like I said, a starting point guard or backup point guard, a backup small forward, or a better center. So I'm going to scout the market and see what is actually available here for us to go ahead and trade for, and something that actually makes sense. I found the guy I'm going after, and that'll actually be Corey Kispert here. So Corey Kispert, right now he's 25 years old on the Wizards right now on a 1-year deal. I would definitely love to bring Corey Kispert in here to be our backup small forward. So let's see what the Wizards are offering me for him. They want Marcus Smart in a second. They'll give me Daniel Gafford and Corey Kispert. Now this deal is actually interesting. I'll go back to that if I need to. Steven Adams in the first for Corey Kispert and Landry Shamet. Okay. Brandon Clark and Derrick Rose for Corey Kispert and Landry Shamet. Okay, another interesting one. Then Zaire Williams and Derrick Rose for Landry Shamet and Corey Kispert. Alright, so this trade could make some sense since they want like a young Zaire Williams and get Derrick Rose as a nice veteran, and they give me like Corey Kispert. Honestly, I'm completely fine with this, but I'm gonna see if I can make my own offer first before we go ahead and go back to this offer. Keep Derrick Rose out of the trade though. Instead, I'm gonna throw John Kachar at them. Then I'll also go ahead and throw. So we got Jake LaRavia in the deal, and then we can't really trade you first. I mean, yeah, maybe Derrick Rose have to be traded. It would hurt to trade somebody like him. Let's say it's the rookie we just drafted in Adam Bona. So Zaire Williams, John Kachar, and Adam Bona for Corey Kispert, and they do agree. So we had to give up three pieces, but that should open up some spots in free agency. We got our back with small forward and Corey Kispert. That's exactly what I wanted here. So that's the trade we made. That's like bench edition, I guess we made, and then we can also still sign some pretty interesting guys. So take a look at what's available in free agency. We got John Wall, Luke Kennard, Gordon Hayward, Kelly Olynyk, and Mason Plumlee. So I feel like the main we need, like I said, is a backup point guard. And I don't really want to sign John Wall. You know, Monte Morris is interesting. DeLon Wright is here. I just feel like I get Monte Morris all the time. So I'm actually going to go ahead and switch it up a little bit and sign like DeLon Wright, I guess, like a decent contract. So DeLon Wright be the perfect backup point guard defensively and offensively here. So DeLon Wright, that's who I want on the team. So DeLon Wright, I'll give him about $6 million for 2 years. Get DeLon Wright on the team, and then I'll be one to bring back Xavier Tillman. So Luke Kennard would not be coming back to the team, so I'm just going to go ahead and get DeLon Wright. Reason being is because I want to develop Josh Christopher into a really good backup 2 for us, or a really good backup 2 guard. So we're getting DeLon Wright in the team. We can still sign Xavier Tillman through his bird right. So that's exactly what I wanted here. So now we have a pretty good lineup, even defensively, man. I think this would be really, really scary. So now I feel like we just sign an extra shooting guard just in case. Not like a guy like Luke Kennard, just somebody like that can put up some points, some defense, something like that. So Gary Harris is a guy that I'm looking for. So Gary Harris, I'll be one to go ahead and give you like a 1-year minimum contract for a year. So we're getting Gary Harris, and then hopefully he he should sign it, and he does that. So we get Gary Harris for the minimum. That's exactly who I want to hear. I think it would make some sense. So now I feel like we're just fine here. All we need to do is bring back Xavier Tillman. We'll have 15 players on our roster, and that'll complete the offseason, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Xavier Tillman to a nice contract. So Xavier Tillman, welcome back to the team. And after that, we should be in the clear here. I'll go ahead and announce the qualifying offer, and then I'll see you guys on player progression. I really like this offseason. Player progression: John Morant is going up 3, Desmond Bane is going up, Corey Kispert. We got Xavier Tillman. Steven Adams is going down 4 to a 76. So I guess in 2K24 he does not develop at all. He just goes down. He sucks in 2K. So maybe we should take advantage of this. His like $12 million expiring contract and go ahead and make a trade with this. I know that said that might complete our offseason, but I'm actually interested in moving on from Steven Adams and getting a pretty decent starting center. But if we can, I'll be okay with moving on from him at the trade deadline. But I'm just gonna scout the league and see what I can get. Your rotation is John Morant, Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson. They want to start Xavier Tillman. I'm going to go ahead and just start Steven Adams. And as you can see, we couldn't really find a move to go ahead and do. So I'm going to go ahead and just start Steven Adams. I know he's a 76, but it'll do until like the trade deadline. So I'm going to start Steven Adams these minutes. And then, we got Corey Kispert, Xavier Tillman. We got Brandon Clark, Josh Christopher, DeLon Wright, Santiago Dama out of the rotation. So I like this rotation. And we got some pieces like if somebody gets injured, these guys will come in, and then I'll see you guys at the trade deadline to go ahead and make a trade for a better starting center. Alright, so I've been looking around the league right now, but we're 38-13 on the season, and I got some very interesting centers we can go ahead and trade for. We're not gonna be able to get like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, or anything like that. Jared Allen is interesting, but the Cavaliers are contending, and I wouldn't see why they would want to go ahead and give him up like that. Robert Williams, the Celtics are not giving him up. Bam Adebayo, nah. One guy I did have in mind was Mitchell Robinson, though, because Anthony Davis is probably like an untouchable or something. And then, Miles Turner doesn't rebound enough for me to go ahead and get him. I want someone that can rebound, like take Steven Adams' place. Like he just doesn't rebound enough for me to go ahead and get him. So Mitchell Robinson, though, can most likely, he can do everything in the court. He can score whenever. He can score sometimes. He can rebound. He can play defense. That's the center I want. So I'm gonna try and get Mitchell Robinson on the team. So Mitchell Robinson, and then let's say we include Steven Adams in the trade to go ahead and match the salary, and then we're going to need to trade a couple picks. Let's say it's this first and then this second to go ahead and get the deal to go through. So let's say it's this first and this second round pick to get this to go through, and they do decline, which is fair. Who could we throw in there? I'm not going to trade Derrick Rose. I wouldn't see why he want to go back to New York. We can throw Jake LaRavia since he's mad at us for some reason. I don't know why he's mad, but let's just say we throw Jake LaRavia and then we take out this first, and they still decline, which how about I'll re-include the first round pick, and then they should accept. No, they do not. Okay, maybe Jake LaRavia. We really have nothing to throw in there, or nothing else to throw in there, at least. Derrick Rose, no, probably not. So, let's say we just take out Steven Adams and then we include Brandon Clark instead. I don't know if they have interest in him. And okay, looks like Steven Adams has no value around the league, so we get Mitchell Robinson on the team, which means Steven Adams' role is probably going to be terrible with the team anymore, so I think it makes sense to go ahead and trade him. The Bulls want him for Terry Taylor, the Bucks want him. We could keep him, but let's just see. Just John Morant, Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson, Mitchell Robinson, man. This team is absolutely insane defensively. Marcus Smart and Jaren Jackson and Mitchell Robinson down low seems absolutely nasty. We got Corey Kispert, Xavier Tillman, Richardson, Steven Adams, and Santiago Dama. We could keep Steven Adams. I'll just keep him and then just let him walk in free agency since we might win a championship. And I want to give Steven Adams a championship. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season. We're the first seed right now. Let's keep that going. John Morant actually won the MVP this year. Averaged 28 points per game, 7 rebounds, 10 assists. Really good season from Ja. Rookie of the year, DJ Wagner. 6 men going to Chris Paul. Depoy goes to AD. The most improved player going to Josh Giddey. Clutch player also went to John Morant. So John Morant had one of his best seasons of his whole career. And then coach of the year going to our coach. So all NBA first team, we got Ja. All NBA second team, then all NBA third team. Tyler Hero is hurt right now. right knee tendinitis. So this year we were the #1 seed in the Western Conference. We got to play the Timberwolves. So Shake Milton, Anthony Edwards, McDaniels, Cat, Gobert, Nasri, DJ Wagner, Dario Saric, Nick Alexander-Walker, Luka Garza, Wendell Moore. I think we all know. So heading into the player stats, we got 28 from Ja, 20 from Bane. We got 19 from Jaren Jackson, 10 from Corey Kispert. Josh Richardson is hurt 4 to 6 weeks right now, so that's a pretty big loss. Though but before that he was averaging 10 points per game. 9.5 from Marcus Smart, 6 from Xavier Tillman, 6, 10, and 2 from Mitchell Robinson. We got 6 from Santi Aldama, 5 from DeLon Wright, 5 from Santi Aldama, and 3 from Gary Harris, 2 from David Roddy. And we got the Timberwolves, like I said. So against the Minnesota Timberwolves, we're going to go ahead and sweep them to play the Denver Nuggets. So Reggie Jackson, KCP, MPJ, Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic, Patrick Williams, Zeke Naji, Christian Brown, Peyton Watson, Tyrese Proctor, Jamal Murray is hurt, so that's a huge loss for the Nuggets here because they're starting. How long is he hurt though? Michael Porter Jr. strained left hip, so he won't be 100%. And Jamal Murray out 4 to 6 weeks, so he could be out this entire playoff series. Right now they're starting at 72 overall, Reggie Jackson, so this should be easy, and we are going to go ahead and beat them in 5. And Jamal Murray did not come back. So now we got San Antonio. They got Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, Tobias Harris, Jeremy Sohan. They got Victor Wembanyama, Keldon Johnson, Malachi Branham, Zach Collins, and Justin Edwards. Not gonna lie, with this defensive team, I think we can clamp up Victor Wembanyama. I don't know because he is 7'4", but let's see what happens. So against the Spurs, we're gonna go ahead and Richardson is back, and we're gonna beat them. Ja Morant won the Western Conference Finals MVP, averaging 36.5 points per game. Now we got Cleveland. So Garland, Mitchell, Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Max Strus, Caris LeVert, Kyle Anderson, Ty Jerome, Dean Wade, Georges Niang, Isaiah Mobley, Kel Ware. So yeah, I think Josh should be back. Josh Christopher, and no, he is not. He almost is back, though he should be for the NBA Finals. So game 1, they're actually gonna take, and then game 2, Josh Christopher is fully healed. They're gonna take game 3, Marcus Smart, okay, Corey Kispert. Gosh, dude, we're going down 3-0 again. I mean, the game it's not completely over. Corey Kispert's back. Marcus Smart is still playing, though. But, man, I didn't expect us to go down 3-0 like this, dude. It's always the NBA Finals teams. It's always the NBA Finals where we just choke. But we're going to go ahead and get 1 game, so it's not over yet for sure. A 40-point triple-double from Ja Morant, so it's definitely not over yet. Can we go ahead and get 2 games, though, and maybe force a game 7? So it's a close game, so obviously the Cavaliers are fighting back. It's not over yet. Still not over, still not over, still not over. We're gonna get it, okay. So, we could force a game 7 here if we're fully, okay, Desmond Bane got hurt. How did he get hurt, bro? I don't get it. Okay, he's out for the season, so Desmond Bane. We're just dealing with a lot of injuries now, so injuries might actually kill us here, but let's see what happens. They're all still playing through the injuries, so W, but, it's a pretty close game, and we are almost gonna force game 7. Dang it, dude. Ja is carrying our entire team right now, but we just couldn't stop Garland, Mitchell, and Evan Mobley, and the rest of the Cavaliers score. So the Cavs going to win the championship. Finals MVP wait, what? Most valuable font. Wait, what's going on, dude? Okay, I guess Ja Morant actually won, even though, okay, I don't know what happened there. I thought we lost. What happened? How did Ja Morant win Finals MVP when he literally, okay, whatever. Good that he won he won the Finals MVP, but Derrick Rose does retire, which is sad to see. We couldn't get him a championship. No, I'm overriding that. I'm getting Derrick Rose a championship in this video. So in the draft lottery, this shouldn't really matter too much. We're definitely ready. We made the finals 2 years in a row. We got pick 28 in the draft. I'm just gonna let the computer draft. It really shouldn't matter too much. They went ahead and draft VJ Miller, sure. Team play options, David Roddy. All accepted. Qualifying offers with Richardson, Aldama, and Corey Kispert. 3 role players I'm 100% bringing back. So we don't have enough money to sound like Giannis or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and Steven Adams. Honestly, I don't know if he would back to the team, but if we can get him for like a minimum, I would do it. But for now, I don't know if he's gonna be back. So I'm not renouncing anybody yet. And then I'll also go ahead and re-sign the core, like I said. So Derrick Rose, we we don't have the bird rights to right now, but Corey Kispert, I'm going to go ahead and re-sign him, and then Santi Aldama, I'll give him a contract, and then Derrick Rose, if you're still here, if no team picked you up, I'll give you a minimum contract for 2 years. So Corey Kispert, and then Derrick Rose, and then Santi Aldama, they're all back to the team. All right, W, bro. Now, what we need now is probably Richardson. I mean, I keep saying Richardson. Josh Christopher, if we can get him back on. Looks like we don't have the bird rights to him, which we definitely should, and he's asking for, or do we have the bird rights to him, bro? I'm so confused. We have the qualifying offer to him, so he'll be back on his qualifying offer. And then Adams, I'll wait till like day 12 to re-sign him, and if we can't go ahead and bring what's the name back, I'll go ahead and just sign like Edmund Sumner, I guess, and then I'll go ahead, and if we can't bring Steven Adams back, I'll go ahead and sign like a Chiminzi Metu. I mean we probably can't bring him in. I'll just go ahead and give Cody Zeller a minimum. So sign those two depth pieces, and after that we should have about a full rotation, and we got 14 players. Maybe I might cut somebody. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait to day 12 to re-sign Steven Adams. He'll be a nice veteran presence for this team. So Steven Adams, I would love to bring you back for a minimum. There we go. And then we'll say to be back on his qualifying offer. Hopefully Christopher's back, and I'll see you guys in the rotation. Morant, Marcus Smart, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson, Mitchell Robinson, Corey Kispert, Xavier Tillman, Josh Christopher, David Roddy, Santi Aldama, then Edmund Sumner out of the rotation with the other guys as well. So power ranking lands us at 3rd, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Jaren Jackson Jr. Triple J is ready to re-sign with this team, and I think it's a no-brainer here. We go ahead and give him his contract extension that he really deserves, so I'm going to go ahead and pay him how much I think the Grizzlies will go ahead and pay him. I think they would at least give him 40-something million per year. Former Defensive Player of the Year, at least like 42 million or something. I feel like the Grizzlies will definitely do this. It's kind of an overpay. The Grizzlies are going to pay him something like this. I'm going to go ahead and pay Jaren Jackson Jr., and then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Nikola Jokic is your MVP. So this year we were the number 1 seed once again. So the Grizzlies, we should be able to win a championship this year. The player stats: 26 from Ja, 21 from Bain, 19 from Jaren Jackson, 15 from Josh Christopher with a torn ACL. So Josh Christopher is still yet to be fully healthy for the playoffs. So we're without him, but he did average 15 points per game. We're just going to not speak about that and head into the next season. So Mike Conley, James Harden, DeMar DeRozan, we couldn't get Derrick Rose a championship, man. I feel so bad. We made it to 3 finals and lost 3 times in a row. What is our luck, man? Stephen Curry also retires, but Derrick Rose, we couldn't get him a championship, man. I feel bad, but I guess we're going to have to just win a championship for him and win the championship for him. So, in the draft lottery, I don't even care at this point. I'm just going to go ahead and simulate the team play options, but I don't know if we even did have a pick, and if we did have a pick, we went ahead and drafted nobody. I was kidding. We don't have a pick. So, team play options, we have nobody. Qualifying offers: David Roddy. Honestly, if there's a better option out there than David Roddy, I definitely would do it, but it looks like he's the best option for now. So we need a backup point guard, and then we just need to go ahead and re-sign our depth because we got a lot of it. So Marcus Smart, I'll go ahead and bring him back, I guess. I'm not going to give him like a long-term deal since he's 32 years old, so let's say it's about like $15 million for 2 years. So that's pretty fair for Marcus Smart. So Marcus Smart, and then David Roddy, Mitchell Robinson, I definitely do want back. He says he's not interested in re-signing with us, but we all know how a way to go ahead and bring him back. And Josh Christopher, I'll go ahead and give him his contract, even though he is injured. Torn ACL right now, I'm still going to go ahead and pay him. And Steven Adams, I won't be bringing back. And Mitchell Robinson, I'll go ahead and find out a way to go ahead and bring him back. So Mitchell Robinson, I'm going to go ahead and re-sign him. And then, that was a bag. Maybe I shouldn't have gave that much money to him, but I guess it's fine. So I'm going to re-sign the 3 of these guys, and then we should be looking in the clear here. Now, I'm not going to renounce Dylan Wright, so we need a backup point guard. What do we got here? So, Gabe Vincent, DeLon Wright. I mean, DeLon Wright's probably going to go down some overalls. I'm just going to go ahead and sign probably both of them. So, Gabe Vincent, I'm going to go ahead and bring you into a minimum contract, get him for 1 year, and then DeLon Wright, I'll go ahead and use you to go ahead and, yeah, so I'm going to sign DeLon Wright, and then Gabe Vincent should be coming in. Yes, he is, right? We can still sign David Roddy to a contract, but he can come out with qualifying offer. So we got John Morant, Gabe Vincent, DeLon Wright, Marcus Smart, VJ Miller, Josh Josh Christopher will be back. Desmond Bain, Corey Kispert, Jaren Jackson, Santi Aldama, Mitchell Robinson, and Xavier Tillman. So I'll go and sign an extra forward just in case. Give me Kyle Anderson, and then after that, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. David Roddy will be back from his qualifying offer. All right, man. We're the number 1 seed again. We cannot lose again, man. Heading into our player stats, 25 from Ja, 22 from Bain, 22 from Jaren Jackson. This big three has been absolutely amazing. So let's just see what happens, bro. All right, we got to play Dallas once again. They got De'Aaron Fox and Jane Ivey, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams, and Derek Lively. I don't know how this happened, but let's just see what happens. So against the Mavericks, we are going to go ahead and go down 2-1. Okay, Collinson has the flu, and we're going to go and losing 6. Oh, man, okay. I'll run it back one more year. It'd be the last year here with the 2nd seed. Gotta play the Blazers. So against the Blazers, Mitch Robinson's fully healed. We are gonna beat them in 5. Now we got the Pelicans, and it is looking like we're gonna go ahead and lose in 5. So we're done. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We can just not win a championship, man. Going to the finals 3 years in a row, still not being able to win a championship is very unfortunate. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.